My name is Nicola Mohan, she, hers, SWE's HQ's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Program Manager. This training video is for Affinity Group leads and co-leads, and it will review Affinity Group content in monthly spotlights and SWE events. Now we will review the AG Spotlight and Heritage Month process. The Affinity Groups, as part of building community and empowerment, work with the David James Groups, DJG, to celebrate our cultural diversity and support the SWE strategic goals and mission. I am the AG's HQ contact, and here you can find my email address. 30 to 45 days prior to the AG Spotlight Month, I will contact all AG leads via email to request content. In that email, I will link this best practice document that we will review next. All essential parties will be CC'd to that email, so please reply all during our communication period. If you would like to start planning before your monthly AG period, please reach out to me directly. As I stated before, the AG Heritage Month best practice document linked to this video and will be linked to your email extensively outlines this process and is very helpful and gives you examples and some references that you can use when creating your affinity group content. Now I will review the logistics of this process. My email will also outline this process for you. DJG will create all requested graphics, and there is a limit of 1 AG podcast and 1 graphic, usually per AG Spotlight Month. And they should be scheduled to be completed by the first week of the AG. Delays in scheduling or completing a podcast may result in a delay of the podcast being released. Podcasts should have about 1 to 2 guests max, and additional guests will result in a lot of delays. Additional podcasts or graphics may be requested and approved based on resources and if capacity allows. And if you would like to request additional podcasts and blog posts, please reach out to me directly. You should formally place your content requests in the content tracker, which will be linked to the email you receive. Content will be due in the first of the AG Spotlight Month. This right here is a screenshot of the content tracker that you will find. As you can see, there are various columns and rows. All you would need to do is scroll down to the month that is your AG Spotlight group, and you will want to link in a Google document of whatever content that you want. And then I will constantly keep this tracker updated so we know the status of this content. I will also share with you a Google folder where you can place in your content. DJG will also provide updates and support throughout this process. And for HQ support, I will continue to monitor the progress of the tracker as needed. And when content is published, I will assure that it is scheduled in SWE's weekly newsletter. And I also will be reporting on the DEI and AG content category in internal HQ content meeting. Now we will move on to annual and WE local conference presence. AG leaders are invited to submit abstracts for full conference sessions. Abstracts for WE locals are accepted in late summer and early fall. Abstracts for WE annual conference are accepted from January to March. For annual conference and WE locals, you want to work on things in advance. Last minute edits are not okay. Late submissions are never accepted, and all submissions for full conference content should be submitted on time for the event in question. Abstracts can be selected and scheduled as full sessions at the event for which they are submitted. Abstract submissions should be on content that has wide appeal to the audience of the event, a concise and compelling description, and clear learning outcomes. AG meetups and information sessions at WE annual conference. Through the partnership of SWE sponsors, SWE is able to provide meetup rooms for affinity groups at WE annual conferences. Meetup and informational sessions are designed to be informal or introductory sessions to connect AG members and introduce the AG groups to new members. Formal sessions should be submitted via the traditional annual conference abstract submission process and not the meetup and informational session process. The process to acquire and submit requests for meetups and information sessions is communicated to AGs at the start of each fiscal year for annual conferences. SWE also allows AGs to sign up for virtual networking sessions, which should not be held at the same time as an in-person session. This process typically changes slightly year to year as SWE and the AGs work together to make the improvements that is needed. Meetup and information sessions should be finalized prior to submitting last-minute changes and may not be able to be accommodated and won't be included in promotions if last-minute changes are requested. Side trackers to promote AG content at annual conference should be avoided in order to avoid duplication material and or promoting material that is not on the official site. AG meetups and information sessions at WE locals and the US. As long as the space allows, SWE is able to provide rooms, tables, and designated common areas for AGs to hold meetups or informal sessions at WE locals in the United States. Meetups and informal sessions are designed to be informal and or introductory sessions to connect AG members and introduce the AG group to new members. Formal sessions should be submitted via the traditional WE conference abstract submission process. The process to acquire and submit requests for meetups and informal sessions is communicated to AGs in November of each year, and requests should be finalized by January prior to the WE local session. This process, again, typically changes year to year as SWE is constantly improving based on feedback. Meetup and informational sessions should be finalized prior to submitting. Last-minute changes may not be accommodated and won't be included in promotions. Thank you for watching this video today. And here is my contact information, my email address, and phone number. If you ever need anything, please do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you.